There are moments in life, especially after the age of 50, when we begin to pay closer attention to the quiet workings inside our bodies. The heartbeat that once felt steady and dependable may feel a little more noticeable now. The blood pressure that was once stable may begin to fluctuate. And the medicines we rely on, the small pills taken each morning or evening, become important companions, helping us keep our hearts strong, our vessels relaxed, our lives moving with safety and ease. For many older adults, high blood pressure becomes part of their daily reality. It may not always hurt. It may not always show symptoms. Yet silently it affects the heart, the brain, the kidneys, the eyes. And so, doctors prescribe medications to protect the body, ACE inhibitors, calcium channel blockers, ARBs, beta blockers, each one designed to help the blood flow more gently, without strain. These medicines are powerful. They work slowly, steadily, day by day, keeping the body safe. But what many people don't realize, what many older adults have never been told, is that certain natural foods and herbs, when taken incorrectly, can interfere with the effectiveness of these medications. Not because natural things are harmful, but because the body after 50 becomes more sensitive, more reactive, more dependent on balance. And among all natural ingredients, garlic, a simple, familiar, trusted food, plays a surprising role. Garlic has been used for centuries. People believe it strengthens the heart, lowers cholesterol, improves circulation, and even helps reduce mild blood pressure. And that is partly true. Garlic can indeed help the heart in certain ways. But when you are already taking blood pressure medication, especially medication prescribed by your doctor, garlic can influence the effect of those medicines, not always in a good direction. This, my dear listener, is the heart of our story today. Because the greatest mistake many older adults unknowingly make is this: using garlic in the wrong form or at the wrong time in a way that weakens the effect of their prescribed blood pressure medication. And this mistake is more common than you think. It happens in millions of households. It happens to people who love natural remedies. It happens to people who simply love cooking with garlic. And it even happens to people who are doing their best to take care of their health, without realizing that something as small as a clove of garlic can change how their medicine works inside their body. Today, I want to speak to you gently, with warmth and understanding, not to worry you, but to guide you. Because when we understand how garlic interacts with blood pressure medication, we gain the power to protect ourselves better, to avoid dangerous fluctuations, and to make sure the medicines we rely on can do their job fully. Let us begin slowly with the way garlic works inside the human body. Garlic contains a natural compound called allicin. Allicin is responsible for the strong smell, the sharp flavor, and many of the health benefits people associate with garlic. But allicin is a very unstable compound. It changes quickly, within minutes, once garlic is crushed or chopped. And depending on how it changes, it can either gently support the cardiovascular system, or it can interfere with medicines in ways most people never expect. For someone not taking blood pressure medication, garlic may lower blood pressure slightly. But for someone already taking medication, this mild extra effect can create unpredictable results. Some people may end up with blood pressure dropping too low. Others may experience the opposite, garlic reducing the absorption or effectiveness of their medication, causing their blood pressure to become unstable, fluctuating high at night or early in the morning. And for people over 50 or 60, these fluctuations can be risky. But the biggest mistake, the one that causes the greatest interference, is when garlic is used in its raw, concentrated form, especially on an empty stomach, or taken at the same time as blood pressure medication. Raw garlic acts quickly, very quickly. It enters the bloodstream more rapidly than cooked garlic. It also thins the blood, expands blood vessels, and stimulates certain enzymes in the liver that are responsible for breaking down medications. When these enzymes are activated too strongly, the medication you take may be broken down faster than normal, meaning it doesn't stay in your bloodstream long enough to work effectively. Imagine you are taking your blood pressure medication faithfully each morning. You trust that the medicine will last you through the day, keeping your heart safe. But imagine that you also consume 1 or 2 cloves of raw garlic around the same time, maybe crushed, maybe chopped, maybe swallowed whole because you believe it is healthy. Inside your body, the garlic begins to influence the liver's processing system. And suddenly, instead of your medication lasting 12 or 24 hours as your doctor intended, it may last only half that time. Your blood pressure may rise unexpectedly in the afternoon or at night without you knowing why. This is the mistake so many people make, taking raw garlic too close to the time they take their blood pressure medication. But this is only one part of the story. Garlic can also interact with other medications commonly taken by older adults: blood thinners, cholesterol medicines, diabetes medicines. The interactions are complex, yet gentle changes in timing and preparation can make all the difference. Garlic, especially raw, also has a strong effect on platelet activity in the blood. It makes the blood slippery, reducing its ability to clot. This may seem like a good thing for the heart, but when someone is already taking medications such as aspirin, Plavix, or anticoagulants like warfarin, garlic can make the blood too thin. This increases the risk of bruising, bleeding gums, nosebleeds, or internal bleeding, small signs that the body is overwhelmed. And yet, most people think nothing of it. They believe garlic is natural, so it must be harmless. But nature is powerful, and natural foods can sometimes be just as strong as medicine, especially for the body of someone over 50 or 60, whose metabolism, liver processing, and circulation have changed with age. The greatest challenge for older adults is not garlic itself. Garlic can still be a healthy part of life. The challenge is the timing, the form, and the amount. Let me speak to you gently, as a doctor would to someone they care about deeply. If you are taking blood pressure medication, your body depends on that medicine to work consistently. Your heart depends on that softness in your blood vessels. Your brain depends on stable pressure to prevent strokes. Your kidneys depend on steady blood flow to function without strain. When garlic interferes, even unintentionally, it can shake this delicate balance. Garlic taken raw on an empty stomach is the strongest form. It activates enzymes in the liver, changes blood flow, and competes with medication absorption. When you eat raw garlic at the same time as your blood pressure medicine, it is like sending your medicine into a crowded hallway. Both the garlic and the medicine push for attention, and the liver must decide which to process first. Sometimes the liver chooses the garlic. This is why some older adults report that their blood pressure remains high even though they are doing everything right. They take their medicine, they eat healthy, they avoid salt, but they also consume raw garlic because they believe it is good for the heart, without knowing that garlic might be reducing the effect of their medication. The body after 50 becomes more responsive, more reactive. Foods that never interfered in the past may suddenly have stronger effects. A clove of garlic at 20 years old is not the same as a clove of garlic at 60 years old. Yet the story of garlic and blood pressure doesn't end here. But the relationship between garlic and blood pressure medication becomes even more delicate when we consider how the human liver changes with age. The liver is like a silent guardian, working tirelessly behind the scenes to process everything that enters your body. Food, medicine, herbs, spices, even the emotions you experience. In youth, the liver is strong, efficient, and resilient. It processes foods and medications quickly, often without noticeable conflict. But after the age of 50, the liver begins to slow. Its enzyme systems become more sensitive. Its ability to separate helpful substances from harmful ones becomes more vulnerable to overload. Garlic, especially raw or concentrated garlic, stimulates certain liver enzymes that are responsible for breaking down blood pressure medications. This means the medicine may be processed faster than expected. If your medication was intended to last 24 hours, garlic may reduce its duration to 16 or even 12 hours. This leaves several hours in the day when your blood pressure may rise unnoticed, silently putting stress on the heart and blood vessels. Many people believe their medication has become less effective or that their blood pressure is becoming stubborn. But often, it is the garlic creating instability. And it is not only raw garlic that matters. Garlic supplements, pills, capsules, oils are often far more concentrated than any natural clove. A single capsule may equal 3, 5, or even 10 cloves of garlic. Many adults over 50 take these supplements believing they are supporting their cardiovascular health. And while the intention is good, the result can sometimes be the opposite. The supplement may compete with the medication, reducing its effectiveness. Let me share something many people don't realize. The body of a 50 or 60-year-old does not process garlic supplements the same way as a 20-year-old body does. The enzymes involved in breaking down compounds are weaker. The interactions become stronger. The balance is more easily disrupted. But there is another part of this story, one that affects people emotionally as much as physically. When adults begin taking blood pressure medication, they often feel a sense of responsibility. They want to help the medicine work. They want to change their diet, adopt healthier habits, and avoid mistakes. Many turn to natural remedies because they want to complement their treatment. They want to help themselves rather than rely solely on medication. And natural remedies like garlic seem safe, comforting, familiar, something passed down from parents and grandparents. Garlic tea, garlic with honey, garlic soaked in vinegar, garlic eaten raw in the morning. These are practices many older adults follow with trust. They believe they are improving their heart health. And while these remedies may indeed support the heart, they must be used with care when blood pressure medication is involved. What makes this mistake emotionally difficult is that many people think they are doing something beneficial. They feel proud of their efforts, believing that garlic will make their medicine work better. But when blood pressure suddenly becomes unstable, they feel confused, frustrated, and worried. Some blame their medication. Others think their condition is worsening. Rarely does anyone suspect that something as simple as garlic is affecting their treatment. And so, this mistake continues quietly, unnoticed, uncorrected. A person may take their morning medication at 7 a.m. and then eat raw garlic at 7:30. They may feel fine at first, but by late afternoon, their blood pressure rises, their head feels heavy, or their chest feels tense. They might think the stress of the day caused it. They might think the weather is to blame. They might even think the medication has stopped working. But often, the medicine was simply processed too quickly because of the garlic, leaving the body unprotected for several hours. The danger lies not in the garlic itself, but in the timing. And this danger grows when older adults combine garlic with other medications they may be taking, cholesterol medications, diabetes medications, or blood thinners. Garlic interacts with all of these. Garlic can lower blood sugar unexpectedly when taken with diabetes medication, causing dizziness or weakness. Garlic can thin the blood too much when combined with aspirin or anticoagulants, increasing bleeding risks. Garlic can also exaggerate the effects of cholesterol medication, causing muscle aches or fatigue. But still, people continue using garlic without understanding the risks, because garlic is natural and has been used for thousands of years. Yet, even natural substances can become strong and unpredictable when combined with modern medicine. It is important for you to understand this, my dear listener. Your body today is different from your body 20 years ago. Your digestive system is more delicate. Your blood vessels are more sensitive. Your liver is more easily overwhelmed. Your medication must be protected, not interfered with. Your heart depends on your awareness. This leads us to a second major mistake older adults make with garlic, eating it in large amounts because they believe more is better. But with garlic, more is not better. More can be harmful. Your body needs moderation. It needs balance. It needs predictability so that your medication can work consistently. Think of your blood pressure medication as a gentle hand guiding your heart throughout the day. If garlic becomes too strong, that gentle hand loses its strength. Your heart becomes unprotected. Your blood pressure becomes unpredictable. But there is something even more surprising, something many people have never heard before. Garlic can also interfere with how calcium moves through your blood vessels. Some blood pressure medications work by relaxing the muscles around your arteries. Garlic, when taken in raw or concentrated form, can counteract this effect in certain individuals, causing the arteries to respond differently. For some, blood pressure drops too low. For others, the arteries react unpredictably, especially at night when the body is resting. Nighttime blood pressure is crucial, more important than daytime pressure. Many strokes and heart attacks happen early in the morning because blood pressure rises sharply after midnight. If your medication was weakened by garlic during the day, its nighttime protection may be reduced, leaving you vulnerable during the hours you need stability the most. This is why understanding the timing and form of garlic is essential. Imagine your medication is meant to protect you until sunrise. But imagine garlic shortens its effect. Imagine your blood pressure begins to rise at 3 or 4 a.m. while you are asleep. You do not feel it. You do not know it. And yet, your heart is working harder than it should. This is the hidden danger of using garlic incorrectly while taking blood pressure medication. But please listen closely. The goal of this message is not to scare you. Garlic is not your enemy. Your medication is not weakened forever. Your heart is not fragile beyond repair. The goal is knowledge. The goal is awareness. The goal is empowerment. Because when you understand how garlic truly interacts with your medication, you can use it safely and wisely. You can enjoy garlic in your meals without interfering with your treatment. You can still benefit from garlic's natural properties without facing the risks. You can adjust your timing so your medication remains strong and reliable. You can create harmony between nature and medicine. The body after 50 flourishes with harmony. And harmony begins with understanding. Garlic can be a friend to your heart if used correctly. Can also become a complication if used incorrectly. But the story of garlic and blood pressure does not end here. There is still more to understand, more to uncover, more to gently guide you towards safer, healthier habits. But what happens next, what truly matters most, is understanding how to use garlic safely, without weakening your medication or putting your heart at risk. Because garlic does not have to be removed from your life. You do not need to fear it, avoid it, or feel discouraged. Instead, think of garlic as a powerful tool, one that must be used with respect, the same way you would handle a strong medicine or a delicate device. When used carefully, garlic can coexist beautifully with your treatment. But when timing, dosage, or form is mistaken, problems arise. The most important principle you must remember is this: garlic and blood pressure medications need distance from each other, time for the body to process them separately. Your medication needs its own quiet moment to enter your bloodstream without interruption. Let it settle. Let it begin its work. Let it reach the vessels and the heart. Once the medicine has been absorbed properly, usually after several hours, garlic can be enjoyed in moderate amounts without interfering. Many doctors recommend keeping at least 4 to 6 hours between your medication and any raw garlic consumption. This gives time for the medicine to be fully absorbed and prevents the liver from processing both substances at once. If you take your blood pressure medication in the morning, enjoy garlic in your evening meal. If you take your medication at night, enjoy garlic during lunch. And if you prefer garlic supplements, the safest approach is to take them several hours before or after your medication, never at the same time. Supplements are stronger than natural garlic, so spacing becomes even more important. But timing is not the only factor. The form of garlic matters greatly. Raw garlic is the strongest and most unpredictable form because allicin, the active compound, is at its peak. Cooked garlic is gentler. Baking, sautéing, boiling, or steaming reduces allicin's intensity, making cooked garlic far less likely to interfere with medication. So if you love garlic in your meals, cooking it lightly will give you flavor while reducing interaction risks. Many older adults find they can enjoy garlic daily when it is cooked, without experiencing blood pressure fluctuations. But raw garlic, especially eaten whole or crushed on an empty stomach, should be avoided close to medication times. It is too strong, too fast, too unpredictable for a body that is already managing hypertension with medication. Some older adults also enjoy garlic soaked in honey, garlic with lemon, fermented garlic, or garlic soaked in vinegar. These preparations may still affect blood pressure, but they are less intense than raw garlic. Still, they should not be taken near medication times, especially when vinegar or lemon is involved, as these can also stimulate liver enzymes. And what about garlic tea? Garlic boiled with water, sometimes with ginger or lemon. Garlic tea is milder than raw garlic, but stronger than cooked garlic. It should also be consumed several hours apart from medication. The next important factor is amount. Many older adults believe in taking 1 or 2 cloves of garlic every morning as a health routine. But for someone taking blood pressure medication, this amount may be too much if taken at the wrong time. 1 small clove may seem harmless, But once crushed or chewed, it becomes powerful inside the bloodstream. If you truly enjoy raw garlic as a health remedy, limit it to no more than half a clove per day, and only when consumed far away from your medication. But perhaps the most meaningful part of this conversation is understanding that your body at the age of 50, 60, or older is not the same as your body at 30. This truth deserves acceptance, not sadness. It simply means your body needs gentler support now, more thoughtful nourishment, and more mindful timing. Your heart works differently. Your liver processes differently. Your blood vessels respond differently. Your medication protects you differently. You are entering a stage of life where wisdom matters more than strength. And wisdom begins with listening to your body, to your doctor, to gentle advice, and to the subtle signs your body gives you each day. If you notice dizziness after eating strong garlic, your body is speaking. If your blood pressure seems unstable, your medication may be competing with garlic. If you bruise more easily or experience bleeding gums, garlic may be thinning your blood too much. If you feel your heart beating harder at night, your medication may be wearing off early. Your body has a quiet voice, but it is always speaking. Listening to it is one of the greatest acts of self-care you can offer yourself at this age. But let us be clear, garlic is not the villain of this story. It is not harmful when used correctly. It is not dangerous when timed properly. It is not toxic when consumed in reasonable amounts. The real danger is unawareness, unintentional mistakes, well-meaning habits performed without understanding. The belief that natural means harmless. The belief that foods cannot interfere with medicines. The belief that if something helps a young body, it must also help an older body. But knowledge gives you power. And now you have that knowledge. If you love garlic, you can still love it. If you enjoy cooking with garlic, you can still enjoy it. If garlic is part of your culture, your comfort, your meals, you don't have to give it up. You only need to use it wisely, with the maturity and care your body deserves. Let me speak to you for a moment not only as a doctor, but as someone who cares about your well-being. Your heart has carried you through decades of life, through joys, hardships, responsibilities, memories, and emotions. At this age, your heart deserves to be supported, strengthened, and protected. Every choice you make, every meal, every pill, every routine is a message to your heart. When you give your heart the right support, it responds with stability, calmness, and gratitude. When you unintentionally interfere with your medication, your heart struggles silently. But your heart will always do its best for you. Always, every single day. And this is why understanding garlic's interaction with blood pressure medication is so important. Not to limit you, not to worry you, but to help your heart continue supporting you with strength and steadiness. Let us imagine for a moment what your life looks like with this knowledge applied. You take your medication in the morning. You wait a few hours. Later, you enjoy garlic gently cooked in your lunch or dinner. Your blood pressure remains stable throughout the day. You sleep peacefully at night. Your medication does its job fully. Your heart rests with less strain. Your vessels stay relaxed. Your body, your mind, and your health feel balanced. This is the harmony we want. This is the balance your body deserves. This is the peaceful relationship between nature and medicine that supports long, healthy aging. And in this harmony, garlic remains your friend, not your obstacle. Your health is a collection of small choices, made each day with awareness. And awareness is something you now carry with you. Your meals can still be delicious. Your routines can still be comforting. Your remedies can still be natural. But now, everything can be timed with wisdom. You have taken a meaningful step today by learning this. You have shown care for your heart. You have listened to your body's needs. You have embraced wisdom that will serve you for the rest of your life. Aging is not a decline, it is an evolution. Your health is not a battle, it is a partnership. Your body is not weakening, it is asking for gentler care. And garlic, when used with understanding, can still be a warm, flavorful, supportive part of that care. Remember this truth. At your age, knowledge is the most powerful medicine. You now hold that medicine, and with it, you can protect your heart, honor your health, and continue living with strength, clarity, and peace.